Hello everyone, welcome to the spreadsheet tutorial of information technology for class 10th offered as a vocational subject. Today we are going to learn about certain special topics available with the spreadsheet offered by open source softwares by the name Calc. So we are going to learn the special options available with the Calc software of OpenOffice. Yes, so the first option is the consolidate option. Consolidate option is used to consolidate data from multiple ranges. These ranges may belong to a single sheet or they may belong to multiple sheets. So when we are going to perform consolidate option, we can perform any type of mathematical analysis on the data. We can sum the multiple ranges or we can find out the average, maximum, minimum. So the functions available with the spreadsheets can be used on that range. Let's see how to execute this option. And for this execution, I have already created 3 sheets in a single worksheet. So I am having this OpenOffice Calc over here, and here I have created 4 sheets. The first one is the test sheet where we are going to see the consolidated data. कंसोलिडेशन का बेसिकली मतलब क्या होता है? चीज़ों को इकट्ठा करके व्यू करना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने यहाँ पर 3 ईयर्स ले रखे हैं, 2020, 2019 एंड 2018, और यहाँ पर हमने कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स ले रखे हैं और उसमें डिफरेंट क्वार्टर्स में उनका कितना सेल हुआ है, कितना सेल्स परफॉर्म हुआ है, दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी रिकॉर्डेड ओवर हियर. एंड नाउ व्हाट वी वांट, दैट वी वांट अ कंसोलिडेटेड रिपोर्ट फॉर ऑल 3 ईयर्स टुगेदर, कि इन सब में टोटल सेल्स कितना हुआ है हर एक क्वार्टर में. And for doing so, what we are going to do, the first option is we are going to move on to the option data, and then we are going to click on the option consolidate over here. And here we have to add certain ranges. Already as I have tested this option, some ranges are here. Yes, now when you are going to click on this consolidate option, you will be getting this window on the screen. From here you have to select the function that you want to perform on these ranges. So what I want to do, I want to get the total sales of all these quarters in different years, and for this purpose I have selected the option sum from here. Then we have to select the consolidated ranges. किस रेंज से आपको ये ऑप्शन परफॉर्म करना है. तो मेरे पास यहाँ 3 ईयर्स की शीट है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू सेलेक्ट देम वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट आई एम सेलेक्टिंग द ईयर 2018. So for that purpose what I am going to do, I am going to click on this option. ये यहाँ पर जो आपको रेंज ऑप्शन दिख रहा है, इसके साथ में ये जो ऑप्शन आपको दिख रहा है श्रिंक एंड एक्सपैंड का, इसमें हम क्लिक करेंगे. सो आई क्लिक्ड ओवर हियर एंड नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू सेलेक्ट माय रेंज. सो दिस इज माय रेंज. मैंने माउस से इसको सेलेक्ट किया. यू कैन सी द हाईलाइट ओवर हियर. नाउ दिस रेंज इज सिलेक्टेड. अगेन आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सपांड इट. एक्सपांड करने के बाद ये रेंज यहाँ आ गया है. इस रेंज को मुझे इस तरफ ले जाना है. सो आई विल क्लिक ऑन द बटन ऐड एंड माय रेंज इज एडेड ओवर हियर. सेम थिंग आई हैव टू परफॉर्म फॉर अदर रेंजेस टू. सो अगेन आई एम क्लिकिंग ऑन द श्रिंक ऑप्शन एंड आई क्लिक्ड ओवर ऑन 2019 शीट. अगेन आई एम गोइंग टू select the range. So I have selected the range with the mouse and then expanded it, and this range is added to the consolidation ranges option over here. Same thing I am going to perform for the year 2020. So again I am going to select this range. I have selected it. Now I am going to add it to the consolidation ranges. So all ranges are added over here. Now I want to see the result. Where I want to see the result, that range should be specified over here in this box. So in the same way that I have selected the above ranges, I am going to do it for the test range also. So I clicked on the shrink option और मैंने test sheet को select किया and I am just clicking on the first cell for it. So I have selected this range also. Now in the same window I am getting some options, more options over here. That is, this more button is here. What I am going to do, I am going to click on the more button, and here we are getting certain options over here. Row labels, column labels. What are row labels exactly? Row labels are this vertical grid. This is known as row labels, and here we have defined the terms coffee, tea, milks means product names are here. And this quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, they are considered as column labels. So on the basis of labels, the data will be added in my sheets. And the next option is the link to data source. If you are going to check this option, then further if you are going to perform any change in any of the sheets, that results will be reflected into the consolidation data. Okay, so my all options are over. I have filled all the options over here. Now I'm going to click on this OK button. So we are getting this consolidated option over here. So the results of all the sheets, the sum of all the sheets for each and every quarter is displayed over here. So this is the consolidation option available in spreadsheet. The next option is creating subtotal. Subtotal means to perform mathematical operations on a group of rows, and the rows will be grouped on identical values in a column. For performing this task, we have to click on the subtotal option of the data menu, and let's see its execution in OpenOffice. For this, I have already created a group of values over here. So I am having certain fields in my table, that is serial number, product name, cost, quantity and company over here. In my company's field, I am having the values repeated over here. Means some of the products are of Dell company, some of the products are of Intex company, some of the products are of Acer company, and some of the products are of Philips company. So now I am going to perform certain mathematical operations over here. Like suppose I want to find out the total sum of the cost of the products of Dell company or Intex company or Acer company, or if I want to find the maximum price of the products from each company. So for that purpose, we are going to make use of this option, and for this purpose, first task is to just select the number of rows over here. So from this field section, जहाँ पे ये field लिखी हुई है, मैंने वहाँ से लेके नीचे तक का content group कर लिया, select कर लिया, and then I am going to click on the data option, and under this data option I am having this option as subtotals. So I am going to click on this subtotals option over here, and as I am going to click on this subtotals option, I am getting the first option as group by over here, and here we have to select the fields on which we want to group the fields. So I have selected group by option here, and then I am going to select the name of the company over here, and then this is the first option. So my companies will be grouped together, means all the products of Dell will be creating a one group. All the products of Philips company are going to create second group. Like this, separate groups will be created for each company. And now the second option provided in this window is the calculate subtotals for. So what I want to do just now, I want to calculate sum of the cost of each company's products. So for that purpose, I am going to click on cost option. So I have selected the option cost as well as quantity. Means I just want to calculate total number of products of each company and total number of total cost of products available for each company. So I have selected both the options from here, and which function we want to run. We want to get the total, and because of this reason I have selected the option sum over here. We can move on to average also, maximum also, minimum also. So like this, we have selected the option sum over here, and then we are going to click on this OK button. The moment we clicked on the OK button, we are getting these results over here. First, the Acer company's total cost is printed over here, and total products, number of products are printed over here. Then in the second in second set, Dell company's products total cost and total number of total items are printed over here. So like this, it is going to calculate subtotal option, and from here we can expand and collapse and expand the contents also. So like this, searching will be very easy when we are going to make use of this subtotal option. So like this, the contents can be displayed over here. Next option is linking data. In case of linking data, we are going to learn in this section as we are going to create sheets in spreadsheet workbook. Then we are going to set reference to different sheets. So let's execute the first option over here. So this is my calc sheet over here. I am going to create a new sheet. I am already having 4 sheets over here. Sorry, 5 sheets I am having. All these sheets are here, and if we want a new sheet over here, how to bring it? So what I have to do over here in this section, we have to perform a right click, And as we are going to perform a right click here, we are going to get the first option as insert sheet. So now we are going to click on this insert sheet option. So I clicked over insert sheet option, and where to insert a new sheet, before the current sheet, after the current sheet, how many number of sheets should be created, and what should be the name of the sheet. So now I'm going to create this sheet by the name first over here. So I've created this sheet and I'm going to click over here. So this is the way we can create a sheet over here. So see, I'm getting my sheet before the current sheet. So like this we can create new sheets in Excel. And if you want to rename the sheet, how to perform it? So you just select the sheet from here, whichever the sheet you want to rename. I'm just going to rename this first sheet as my sheet. So I've selected the sheet. Now I'm going to perform a right click on this sheet, and then I'm getting a third option as rename sheet. So as we are going to click on this rename sheet, I'm getting a separate dialog box over here, wherein I'm going to write the name of my sheet, that is my sheet, and I'm going to click on this OK button. So my sheet is renamed by the sheet my sheet. So this is the way we can rename the sheets. Now the next option is creating reference to other sheets. So how to reference to other sheets over here? Suppose I want to refer to this particular cell over here, quarter one's this share, this cell, this is B3 cell, and I want to refer it into another, this sheet, my sheet column. So I have kept my cursor over here, and for referring this I'm going to put a equals to sign over here. So if I'm going to use that particular cell in my sheet, first I'm going to put a equals to sign over here. Then I'm going to move on to this sheet 2019, and I'm going to click on this cell, and I'm going to come back to my sheet. So this is the way we can refer to the other sheet items. So how to use this reference basically? So for referring the sheets like this, what you have to do first, inside the single inverted commas, you have to write the name of the sheet. Okay, 2019, and then you have to press dot sign, and then you have to reference the cell address. So cell address should be here, means sheet name followed by cell address. Okay, suppose I want to refer to the C20 column of 2020 sheet. 2020 is the name of my sheet. So how I'm going to refer it? I'm going to write the name of the sheet first, then dot sign, and then followed by C, name of the column, 20, row number. Like this we have to refer it. So this is the way we can set reference to a particular item. And then I'm going to perform a multiplication option over here. So I'm just multiplying this value by 2, and then I'm going to press enter key. So you will find that we can do calculations which are based on a particular cell which is residing in some other sheet. So this is the way we can refer to different sheets over here, or cells of the different sheets in a current sheet. So this is the way we can refer the contents. Then the next option over here is working with hyperlinks. If you want to set hyperlink to another document, how can we do it? Again I'm back to my sheet. Now I'm going to write one text over here. कुछ भी यहाँ पर हम लिख देते हैं. मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिया है my sheet और new book. I'm just writing new book over here. This is my word, and I want to perform a hyperlink to a new file over here. So for performing this, I'm selecting this word new book, and then we are going to move on to the option as insert, and inside the insert option, so for performing the hyperlink, so first we are going to type a word over here. So in this cell I'm going to take one cell over here, and I'm going to write the word as test link. And what I'm going to do over here, when I'm going to click on this word, my sheet test will get open. So how to connect a word with this sheets over here? So I have written this word. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this word. After selecting the word, we are going to click on the insert menu, and there I'm getting the option as hyperlink. And inside this hyperlink we are getting several options. We can also write a word and we can connect it to a website over here. We can connect it to Outlook's email address, or we can connect it to a new document also. We can connect our file with the existing file and any of the sheet available in the file. So for this, first we have to give the path over here. So I'm just clicking on this folder option, and from here I'm going to select my file, and my file's name is, the current file in which I'm working is, my file's name is, yes, here I'm getting my file over here. So I've selected my file name, and the target sheet that should be open, that should get open over here. So I'm going to click on this option, target in document, exactly which file sheet should be open in this document. So for this purpose I clicked over here, and the moment I'm going to click over here on this circle option, we are getting list of options attached to it into the right pane, and here we are getting the option as sheet names, sheets over here. So I'm going to click on this sheets option, and here I'm getting a list of the sheets available with the document, and I'm going to connect it to test sheet, and I'm going to apply this hyperlink. So I clicked on the apply button over here. After apply, we are going to apply this also, and then we are going to close it. Now you will find that we are getting a link over here, as we are going to click over here, this particular sheet will get open. This option is helpful when you are having a lot of sheets in a single document, or if you want to access different documents from different portions. So we can use this option. Next topic in this row is share and review a spreadsheet. For sharing a spreadsheet, what we have to do exactly? We have to move on to our Office Calc section, and yes, this is our Office Calc section. And for sharing the sheet on the network, what you have to do, you have to move on to the tools option, and inside the tools option we are getting this option as share your document. So we have to click over here on share document option. So inside this tools menu, I clicked over here share data, and by default this option is always off. My file is already shared, that's why it's on. So for sharing it, what you have to do, you have to just check this option, and after checking you have to click on this OK button. So if your file or your system is on network, this particular file will be accessible to all the users available on the network. Children, in your book, this option sharing your workbook is little bit incorrect. Exactly what they have done, they have given this location over here for sharing the workbook. They have written share workbook option under changes group in the review tab. So this location is of MS Office, so you don't have to use this option. For OpenOffice, inside the tools menu, we have the option as share document, and from there we have to share the document. So remember this thing. Okay, so this was the share option, and the next option is creating macros. What are macros? Macros are certain set of instructions or set of actions that are recorded by a name. For creating a macro, we can click on the tools option, macros option of tools menu. Let's see how we can create macros over here. So I have taken a cell over here. मैंने यहाँ पर एक cell ले लिया है. अब हम यहाँ पर मैक्रो को रिकॉर्ड करते हैं. तो मैक्रो को रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर टूल्स के अंदर जाकर मैक्रोस पे क्लिक किया, एंड देन वी आर गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड इट. So I clicked on the record macro option over here, and now I am going to perform certain set of formatting styles over here. So I've applied some color over here, then I'm going to apply a font color over here. Now I'm going to make it of bigger size, and I'm going to make letters as bold. So I have performed multiple actions over here, and all these actions will get recorded in a particular name that is known as a macro. Now I'm going to stop the recording from here. So I clicked on stop recording. After, we are going to click on stop recording option. OpenOffice asks us to save the name of the macro. So I am going to write its name as Mac1, and I am going to save it in this standard modules module 1 file, and I clicked on this save option. So now I'm going to write its name as Mac1, and then I'm going to save it. So this macro is saved. Now for applying this macro elsewhere in the sheet, you just select a cell over here, move on to this tools menu, and inside this tools menu we are getting the option as run macro. And as we are going to click on this run macro option, system provides us with the locations where we have saved the macros, and we have saved our macro inside the standard option module 1, and inside module 1 our macro's name is mac1. Select the macro to be run and then just run it, and as you are going to run you will find the same formatting style over here. This thing can be done for anything. If you want to get the total of a particular sheet or average, or if you want to find maximum, minimum, or you want to apply same sets of formulas on a sheet, all these things can be done using this macros option. So this is the macro option in spreadsheet.